Welcome gamers, Hazardor here, and today I have another boss fight for you. Today we're going to be going over the High Lord Wolnir, who is, to be honest, when you look at him at first sight, he looks really threatening indeed. He is massive, he's got a really good weapon towards the end anyway, he's so threatening because of his size, but honestly, he's not that hard when you know what you're doing. Basically, his weak points are the gold bracelets around each arm. I'm pretty sure you'd have worked that out by now already, but in case you didn't know, the gold bracelets around his arms are his weak points. You do massive amounts of damage every time you hit them, and it takes about 5-6 hits I think before you sort of critical hit it and destroy it. When you do destroy one of these rings, as you saw before, you do like 5,000 damage or something ridiculous like that. 40% of his health just goes down straight away after you take one of these bracelets down. So the best tactic to use is don't even bother going for his chest or anything like that. Try and stick close to his arms and go for these bracelets. A tactic I used as well was to not lock onto this guy. I just found it more difficult to sort of run up to his arm when I was locked onto him because my character was always trying to face him. Don't stay locked onto him, just roam about by yourself and wait for him to do his attacks. Bait his attacks, wait until he whacks his arm on the floor, and then go and get his bracelets. As simple as that. It doesn't matter what class you're using, just keep using this tactic, try and evade all of his attacks and then go for his bracelets when he goes for attacks. Now another thing he uses is spawns other skeletons. He sort of puts a mist out, another skeleton spawn to try and distract you, but honestly, that is all they are, is a distraction. Don't bother going for these guys because with the boss's hits, he actually kills them for you, so try to just run about, try and move them out the way, and let the boss kill them. But of course, if they are really getting in your way, and hitting you or blocking you in a corner, just kill them. It takes about 2 hits to kill them, so you'll get them out the way really quickly. But don't let these guys get on your nerves too much, because remember, you have to keep going for this guy's bracelets. Don't concentrate on the little minion guys, because that's what it's trying to make you do. Now as you can see here, he also has a dagger later on in the game. Don't worry about that either, that shouldn't be that threatening. His attacks are still pretty similar, but he sort of swipes with this other than smacking his arm down. Not that different from his other attacks, as you can tell. Just roll the other way and you'll be able to evade it really easily still. Wait for him to do an attack, then just smack his bracelet to do massive amounts of damage. He also does it, he doesn't really have much different attacks. I think that's what makes this boss pretty easy. He has about 3, maybe 4 different attacks. They're very predictable and very easy to dodge. The hardest thing about this boss fight, honestly, is to be really patient and wait for him to hit on the ground so you can get his bracelet. Of course, he doesn't really one-hit you either. His attacks take about half your health out. You have plenty of time to use Estus Flask with this boss, so you shouldn't really have a trouble with him at all. It took me about 5 attempts to take him out, and once you know what you're doing, it is really easy. One of the probably not the easiest bosses in the game, but definitely one of the easiest. Not a challenge really at all. You can do massive damage if you know what you're doing, and his attacks are just kind of boring, predictable, and quite generic. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe for more.